What's up guys, Jim here and welcome to a brand new video and welcome to today's dose of transfer gossip. And today is the Sunday, the 23rd of July. I'm not gonna lie, look at the list of players I've got to get through today. It could be a very short episode because basically it's a very slow day for transfers. Now of course something could pop up between now and time I finish recording the video. If it does, of course it will feature in the video, but if not, I may do a second video tonight. I will definitely try my hardest to get one done. But just before we get started in today's episode, as always, it shows support by leaving a like rating. That'd be absolutely awesome. Remember, 1,000 likes is the target for today's video. If you're new to my channel, make sure to click that subscribe button for daily Fifa content and press the notification tab next to it to receive notifications about my videos. If you missed yesterday's video, it will be down below in the description box. And today's question of the day is regarding real life football. What team entertains you the most? It might not even be the team you support. For example, some teams do play a defensive style of football and not everyone likes watching that. But let me know your answers down below in the comments section. But now, let's jump on to the confirmed deals. There's only 4 to get through today. The very first one though is a Chilean player called Pinilla. The team he has joined is right there. They're called Club Universidad de Chile. And that is from Genoa in Italy on a free transfer. Next up we go on to the second player, Darren Randolph, going to Middlesbrough from West Ham for £5 million on a 4-year contract. Then we got to one for Roma as Kolarov. He has joined them on a permanent basis from Man City. A couple of fees are flying about. First up, Italian newspapers are saying €5 million. English papers are saying £5.8 million. It is considered a controversial transfer for him, obviously previously playing for Lazio, Roma's big rivals. And the actual way they announced him, by the way, if you haven't seen it, go onto Roma's Twitter. It's one of the best videos you'll see. They have done it a couple of times so far as transfer window, and they're a pretty funny account, I'm not gonna lie. And in comparison to some other clubs, they're definitely doing social media correctly. And the final confirmed today is that it goes to Marko Arnautovic, go to West Ham United from Stoke City for £24 million in total, which is a club record fee for West Ham. I think it's £20 million up front and £4 million in additional fees. It's a 5-year contract for him, and so far West Ham have got Johar, Zabaleta on a free transfer, Chicharito Hernandez, which should be confirmed probably tomorrow, and Arnautovic. Also into a couple more players on top of that, one is Jack Wilshere, so far so good for West Ham, and it could be a very interesting season for them. But now we've got some potential deals, and the very first one also could be a confirmed deal today. That is Danilo from Real Madrid going to Man City. So first up, according to Damasio, Man City are on the verge of signing Danilo from Real Madrid for €30 million plus €5 million in additional fees. He'll sign a 5-year contract with them, and previously has been linked to Chelsea as well as Juventus, apparently have his medical in America. Damasio is saying €35 million in total. Sky Sports, however, are saying £26.9 million. Next up, we go on to Kieran Gibbs, and according to Sky again, Arsenal rejected a £10 million bid from West Brom for left-back Kieran Gibbs. I'm pretty certain his time at Arsenal will end this summer. They have got Klasnach now from Schalke as well as at Monreal. So Monreal can play centre-back on top of it. Technically so can Klasnach, but Kieran Gibbs, I don't think he'll play at all. And a move elsewhere could be good for him, getting more game time. Next though, we've got Riyad Mahrez, and again according to Damasio, Roma have agreed personal terms with Mahrez, but the clubs are still in talks over a fee. There were reports yesterday saying Roma put in a second bid for him of £27 million. I'm not sure if that'll be accepted, it seems very low still, but if it does happen, that's a good deal for Roma. And next though, we've gone to Max Cruz, and according to Werder Bremen's sporting director called Frank Baumann, he said Max Cruz wants to leave the club this summer as available for just €18 million or £16 million. I'm pretty certain he was into West Ham back in either January or last summer, and for £16 million in this market, that seems like very good value for money, and now maybe a Prem team may come in for him. Next up, we go on to Nemanja Matic, and according to The Guardian today, Manchester United are confident of signing Nemanja Matic for a fee likely to be in the region of £50 million. He was actually United's second choice after Eric Dyer, but he's not for sale at any price according to Tottenham. But just after saying that, according to Jim White today, who works at TalkSport as well, of course, for Sky Sports News on deadline day and whatnot, he has said today that sources close to the player say Man United have bid £40 million for Eric Dyer. Tottenham do seem very adamant he's not going anywhere this summer. Of course, they sold Kyle Walker already for like £50 million, but I don't think Eric Dyer will leave as well. I think personally, Spurs need to start picking up in the transfer market because so far, I don't think they've signed anyone. Next up, we've got a potential double sweep from Real Madrid, according to Mark. The first player is Ajax's Kasper Dolberg, the second one is at Sassuolo's Domenico Berardi. And the article says that Real Madrid are in search for a new striker after Morata went to Chelsea. Their main target is still Mbappe, but if those talks break down, they'll go for a cheaper option, which of course is Dolberg. And both players will be brought in to be backup players to their star forwards. But no fee has been mentioned for either player. Next up, we got to Mbula from Stoke City. According to Daily Mirror today, Monaco have approached Stoke City for Mbula as the French champions are still looking for a replacement for Bakayoko, who went to Chelsea. And of what I've read so far this summer, I'm pretty sure Mbula is available this summer. Next up, according to Tuttosport, Milan are still trying to sign Portuguese midfielder and former Manchester United target Renato Sanchez on loan this summer. There were reports saying Bayern were looking for €48 million in total if it was to go on a permanent basis, but for a loan, I'm not sure. But it could be a loan with the option to buy. And next up, the first time I've seen this one, and according to Sport Bild today in Germany, after Bonucci left Juventus to go to Milan, Hummels would be Juventus' priority to replace the Italian centre-back this summer. And Bayern's Germany international is valued at €50 million. Now, if he is linked to a move to the Premier League, I can guarantee it wouldn't be 50 mil, it'd probably 80 or 90. And now an update regarding Benjamin Mendy. I think I mentioned it in yesterday's video, but now it's all official. Man City have agreed a fee of just over £51 million with Monaco for Benjamin Mendy. The finer details were thrashed out between Monaco and Man City yesterday, and the fee in euros is £57.5 million. Monaco did say to Man City they rate him more than Kyle Walker, and now £1 million extra, he's now the most expensive defender in world football. Or he will be, at least when it fully goes through, and that could be overtaken maybe in a transfer I mentioned later on this episode. But also on top of this, according to reports again, he'll probably sign a contract with Man City that is longer than 5 years. He is expected to fly to Los Angeles today to join out the rest of the Man City squad and undergo a medical. And that last part is according to RMC. Next up, we go on to Van Dijk, another update. Yesterday I mentioned how he's now training officially on his own away from the Southampton squad, and he's refusing to play because he wants to leave the club. And after a friendly today, the Southampton manager Mauricio Pellegrino was asked if Van Dijk can still play a key role for Southampton this season. He said, "I hope so." Whereas yesterday he did mention how he's not for sale, but he's also said before he doesn't want to keep unhappy players. But another quote from yesterday when he was asked about if Van Dijk carries up this attitude, if he'll be leaving, he says he doesn't know. And a couple of weeks ago I mentioned a football lawyer that said that Van Dijk to Liverpool is back on, and he actually tweeted again yesterday saying he'll be a Liverpool player by next week. That's what I was told. And the second tweet does say I can't guarantee anything, but I've been told next week. So if it does happen, that'd be absolutely huge and probably the most expensive defender in world football. Next up, we got on to Coutinho, and been into Barca a lot last couple of days. He scored a fantastic goal yesterday, in fact, against Leicester City. But now we've got some quotes from Jurgen Klopp about the future of Felipe Coutinho. So first up, the problem with these things that Coutinho bid is that whatever I say, it always leaves a bit of speculation. If I say he's not for selling, he's not for selling. There's nothing else to say. It's a club decision. It's my decision. That is so that we can end the speculation and not talk about anything else. We are approaching a very important moment and want to get better. For this we have to keep our key players, so that's the answer. The media can say whatever they want, the answer is he's not for sale. I know he feels completely more than fine in Liverpool, he loves the club, he loves the city, all that is clear. But despite all those quotes about him not being for sale, the Sunday Mirror today has sent Barca are ready to offer £80 million for Liverpool midfielder Coutinho. I'm personally pretty confident he remains a Liverpool player next season. Season after that, we'll have to wait and see, but maybe he could move on then. And I was very sure when I contacted Don Ballon in Spain, Barca forward Messi has told the club to buy 23-year-old Juventus striker Paulo Dybala. There was a rumour last week saying Barca had bid €95 million for him, and it was turned down, and maybe he could be a replacement for Neymar. And now according to various different sources, Aubameyang still wants to go to AC Milan, even though Dortmund have decided and announced he won't be sold this summer. He was linked to Chelsea just before Morata joined them, also into Liverpool and also Man City so far this summer, and a massive rumour was him to China. That one didn't go through this window, but according to reports in Germany a few days ago, maybe he could go there in January. And now we've got Alexis Sanchez yet again as a second to last player. The first bit of information is from Sky Sports News. Paris Saint-Germain will make a £35 million offer for Sanchez next week. He has 1 year left in his contract. Now I know his contract situation will overall affect the fee Arsenal could get out of him, but for £35 million in this market, what are they thinking? Especially when it involves a Premier League club, because honestly 35 mil, I'd say that's quite a disrespectful offer. And reports are also saying Sanchez's representatives are asking for £500,000 per week. And the final one today is your daily dose of Neymar gossip, and the first bit of information is from a Barca president, I think it is, called Josep Bertomeu. I've definitely said that one wrong, but talking about Neymar's €222 million release clause, it's impossible to activate that if you want to comply with financial fair play. And to be fair, I was kind of thinking if PSG do buy Neymar and Sanchez, how will they comply with financial fair play? I imagine they'd have to sell quite a big name, maybe Verratti to Barca or whatever, we'll have to wait and see. And Sky Sports tweeted saying Neymar is fed up of playing second field to Messi as now 90% likely to leave for Paris Saint-Germain. And the final part is that Barca played Juventus in their friendly last night, or early hours of this morning should I say, and Neymar played and scored a goal. I'm actually recording this at half time, so maybe he scored another goal, I'm not too sure. But that's going to be the final one for today's video, guys. So as always, if you enjoyed it, show support by leaving a like rating. That'd be absolutely awesome. Remember, 1,000 likes is the target for today's video. If you're new to my channel, make sure to click the subscribe button for daily FIFA content and press the notification tab next to it to receive notifications about my videos. If you missed yesterday's video, it'll be down below in the description box. And today's question of the day, what team in real life entertains you the most? So thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you next time.